regarding the 400+ page feasibility study, perhaps you can take a moment to point me to the exact page as to the results of the soil testing conducted on my property. Do you have soil testing results for the surrounding area? Do you have cancer cluster study results to share with us today? It seems to me that in order to come up with a remedial course of action, one needs to know the extent of the damages. If you haven't tested our soil, if you haven't run air quality studies, if you haven't conducted cancer cluster studies, how could one possibly reach a conclusion that putting a cement cap on part of this site is going to do anything other than grant a big payday to a local concrete company? Didn't we do this for Cabot's? That is, put a cap on it? And didn't we learn from that? It did not stop the toxins from reaching us. You are proposing to put a Band-Aid on a cancer patient. I want my soil tested. I want my neighbor's soil tested. Now that I know about Koppers, I will be educating my real estate clients, and I need to be able to tell them where it is safe, where it is not safe. If we can't get a handle on it, I will consider it all unsafe. And if you think housing prices have already plummeted, you haven't seen anything yet. I do not see anywhere in this feasibility study where the citizens are taking into consideration other than our ability to make comments here today. If you have not conducted soil studies in my neighborhood, how do you know who might need to be relocated? No comments made on possible relocations in over 400 pages. Unbelievable. This is not the first Superfund site in this country. Surely you could look at what other Superfund sites have done in the past. Stop preventing us from moving forward. Stop preventing us to live our lives with involuntarily ingesting the poisons from Koppers. How can it be that there is no mentions of Koppers winding down operations and, more importantly, closing this local toxic killer? Perhaps the ETA should consider a name change. The Department of Environmental Protection sounds safe, warm, and fuzzy. Why is it I don't feel that way? You allow Beezers, and by the way, I don't care what anyone says, Beezers and Koppers are one and the same. I may have been born at night, but I wasn't born last night. So you allow Koppers and Beezers not only to decide what studies should be conducted, but you allow them to conduct their own tests. I would rather that you guys had the guts to say, sorry people, we're just not going to do anything for you, rather than smiling at us and pretending to protect us. Yeah. I would still be disappointed and outraged, but I'd have more respect for you. And GRU, we depend on you to keep our water clean, yet you purchase your telephone poles from Koppers, who is contaminating our soil, our creeks, and very soon our drinking water. I suppose you can't find another source? Oh, you want to reward the local polluter. Good job. These studies that we have been shown today, guys, this has been a Superfund site for 26 years. You are allowing Koppers to continue operating. I cannot believe it. This is a well-known saying that it goes something like this. I'm going to paraphrase. If you keep doing what you always have done but expect different results, well, that's a definition of insanity. Does anyone here see the insanity?
Yeah.
Yeah. All of us.